Welcome, traveler. Wind back the clock to the 19th century. We are somewhere in the northern part of Europe, and in front of us a church is in the making. So what happens next? Around the region, every new religious building customarily has to be protected from the devil, and in order to achieve that, a sacrifice has to be rendered. Elders say it is to subdue evil, the offerings serving as a protector set to watch over the newly built structure. But how do we do this? Historically speaking, some parts of olden-day Europe, such as Britain and Scandinavia, indeed believe that the first body to be interred in the churchyard will inevitably become its guardian. And to avoid designating such a duty to a human spirit, animals, most commonly black dogs, were often buried in someone else's place. With the remains of the sacrifice situated on the northern side of the churchyard, a permanent guardian spirit is created. The Kyrkogrim, also famously known as the churchyard in English folklore, said to bring bad luck when merely talked about. It is a creature that, even in death, will protect the very church that called for its demise. Let's find out more about the churchyard. There's a good chance that you've already heard about the spirit of a revenant animal, particularly a dog, roaming a churchyard, protecting it from delinquents and evildoers alike. In English folklore, it is famously known as the churchyard. Kyrkogrim, on the other hand, if we're talking about its Swedish counterpart, a staple creature in both English and Scandinavian tales, the spectral hound is noted to be a spirit of an animal murdered and buried in the area where the Christian church is to be built. As a result of this morbid practice, the sacrificed animal becomes the enduring protector of the consecrated ground, one that is ready to pounce at any sign of sacrilege committed against the church it guards. The attendant spirit is mainly responsible for keeping anyone set to bring harm to the church, be it grave robbers or witches, at bay. As for the churchyard, though, it is also known to spend some of its time ringing the church bells loudly. While some may easily brush that aside, as merely the animal's high-spirited nature showing, you might be surprised with what it actually symbolizes. As noble as the tale makes it sound, the churchyard, as much as it is recognized as a protector, is also regarded as a portent of death, and with every toll of the bell, the churchyard signifies impending and inescapable death. In other words, waking up to the sound of church bells ringing in the dead of night would mean that someone will soon pass. Moreover, the spectral animal is said to appear looking out from atop the church tower, from where it rang the bell during funerals. This appearance can determine whether the dead will enter heaven or hell. As scary as it is to spot a large black dog looking down from a tower, it would be even more frightening if you were to witness the churchyard in some of the other forms it is said to take. Some of the less threatening, alleged shapes taken by the spirit are that of a ram, a horse, a rooster, a raven, or sometimes even a lamb. In a more disturbing light, however, churchyards are also noted to appear as small, misshapen, dark-skinned people. As bad as that sounds, though, not much explanation about it is offered. Scandinavia's version of the churchyard, going by the name Kyrkogrim in Swedish and Kyrkogrim in Danish, is similarly believed to appear not just in the form of dogs, but also of other animals, including boars, pigs, lambs, and horses. Generally accepted and practiced by early Christians across Europe, the credence in burying black dogs alive in churchyards has been noted by folklorists in the 1800s. This practice stems from the belief that the first being to be interred in the holy ground will be forced to become its guardian, and so, unwilling to sacrifice a human life for this cause, a dog is buried instead, cementing it as the undead keeper of the sacred edifice. Seemingly convinced with the practice, numerous black dogs were said to be buried in churches all over the continent. How do you feel about the practice of burying dogs to protect the spirits of humans? Let us know below. Thank you for taking this journey into darkness with us. My name is Sid Myers, and this is Lore Thrill. Sleep tight.